Guinea's ex-dictator, Moussa Dadis Camara, jailed for 20 years over a 2009 massacre, was pardoned for health reasons by the West African country's junta head, Mamadi Doumbouya. The decision has prompted angry reactions from victims, their families, and human rights groups. Here's a report from Conakry.
Guinea's ruling junta pardoned the country's former dictator, Moussa Dadis Camara, who was serving a 20-year prison sentence for the 2009 stadium massacre by the military, according to a decree read on state television. The junta at the time said uncontrolled elements of the army carried out the rapes and killings, but Camara's top aides were at the stadium and did nothing to stop the massacre, a Human Rights Watch report said. Many of the victims were shot, crushed or knifed to death, while some of the women were dragged out from hiding and gang raped by uniformed men over several days, witnesses said. Many could not flee the gunfire after Camara's presidential guard surrounded the stadium and blocked the exits, according to survivors.
If Captain Moussa Dadis Camara had disapproved of their abuses, he would have sanctioned them administratively or taken disciplinary measures against them, something he did not do, despite his knowledge of the crimes committed and the control he exercised over their perpetrators. It follows that he also failed in his obligation to impose sanctions as provided for in Article 28 of the Rome Statute. As a result of the foregoing, Captain Moussa Dadis Camara should be found guilty of crimes against humanity on the basis of superior responsibility.
It took several days before the families of the victims were allowed to come and collect the bodies, and many never found their relatives.
Since these people have been convicted and reparations have been awarded to the victims, we believe that this is a real victory for the victims. It's not over yet because there will probably be appeals from some of the defense, perhaps not all of them, but there will be appeals that will go on to appeal and perhaps even continue to the Supreme Court.
But that victory now hangs in the balance. Camara, 61, was a virtually unknown army captain when he led the coup. He was convicted along with 7 of his military commanders in July 2024 after a 22-month trial. His pardon comes in the wake of an announcement earlier in the week that the current military government intends to pay compensation to the victims of the massacre, which Camara and the others convicted had been ordered by the court to cover. According to Justice Info, a website reporting on international justice, the estimated breakdown of the payout is $173,000 per rape victim, $115,500 per death or disappearance, $57,000 per case of looting, and $23,000 per case of torture. The massacre took place in September 2009, when tens of thousands gathered at a stadium in the capital, Conakry, to press Camara not to stand in a presidential election. When Camara fled Guinea after being shot in the head, he was treated for 6 weeks in Morocco before taking up residence in Burkina Faso for 12 years. His deputy went on to organize an election in 2010 that ushered in a decade of civilian rule, which brought Alpha Condé to power as president. He was overthrown in a coup in September 2021 in the wake of protests over his controversial third term. Africa Bureau, WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.